Good afternoon, everybody. What is going on? I am jeffgrantMEDIA. In today's unboxing and first impressions video, we've got a package from Huckberry. Now, Huckberry did send me this package for free as a sample for review, but all the opinions in this video are mine and mine alone. I did not share this content with Huckberry or GORUCK prior to publication. They will see this when you do. In addition to that, there is an affiliate link in the description box down below if you're considering buying this GR1 or any other product from Huckberry. Please consider using that link. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but I do get a small percentage of that sale kicked back to me, and all of the money goes back into the channel to help produce more content so consumers can make informed purchasing decisions. Okay, so this is a GORUCK Huckberry exclusive bag that is inside this poly mailer. This is not my first GR1. It is not my second GR1. I've had many over the years. I do currently only own one GR1 and one Rucker 3.0, in addition to the Heritage kit bag that Huckberry did send me semi-recently also for review. Those are the only current GORUCK products that I have. So this 26-liter GR1 SLICK is currently my only 26-liter GR1. I have not kept a 26-liter GR1, and this is my first time having a SLICK GR1. So let's crack this thing on open and let's lay eyes and paws on it for the very first time. Okay. So the SLICK GR1s are currently a Huckberry exclusive item. So if you are looking for a SLICK GR1 and you do not see one on the GORUCK website, head on over, or better yet, use that link down below to go to the Huckberry website, and that's where you can pick one up. All right. So there we have a nice 1000D 210D GR1, and one of the very first things I want to look at, it does have a QA pocket on the bag. This is pretty big. This is not listed in the specs on the Huckberry website that it has a quick access pocket. This is a new addition to the GR1s. This is something that consumers have been asking GORUCK to add to the bags for years and years, and for a period of time it was only a SCARS upgrade, but they quickly discontinued that SCARS upgrade because they essentially have to deconstruct half of the bag to reconstruct it with a QA pocket, so it was not cost effective for GORUCK to be offering that as a SCARS modification. So they did away with it, and then you could not get one on a GR1 bag, and now it is a recent addition, and that pocket is not listed on the specs of the Huckberry site that there is a QA pocket, but there is in fact a QA pocket, and I have word that they also are on the 21 liters, because this is the 26-liter GR1 SLICK from Huckberry. This comes in at $345 USD. This is the 1000D Cordura main body material with the 210D backing. Now this is also I won't want to say new, but it's been on here for quite some time, but this is an upgrade that they have added to the GR1s. It started on the Rucker 3.0s. They added the 210D backing, which is really, really nice. I have not, nor do I ruck shirtless. Nobody needs to see that. But when you're rucking, your shirt usually does pull up. In this, this actually has a bump out for the lumbar, where the GR1s, I don't think it does it? No, the GR1 does not, but there is a bump out for the lumbar on the Ruckers, and your shirt usually pulls up when you're rucking, and I have had bare skin rub against this 210, and it's also 210D underneath the straps. Yes, the GR1 also has the 210D, so I can attest from using this Rucker 3.0 for a very long period of time. I've had this for several years. The 210D does feel great against the bare skin, and it's also going to help if you're wearing something like a sweater or a sweatshirt, or maybe even like a wool jacket. It's not going to pill up the back of your jacket, because the old GR1s had the 1000D backing on it, which I never really had any issues with, but I certainly wouldn't want this 1000D rubbing on any bare skin, because that does not sound fun to me at all. But I have heard people say that the old 1000D backings did pill certain articles of clothing, so you don't have to deal with the 1000D anymore, because this 210D backing does feel really, really good against the skin, And the underside of the straps also have the 210D backing. So combining the 210D back panel and the 210D underside of the straps, you don't have to worry about any of your clothing pilling at all. And I can say, having used the Rucker 3.0 for several years, is very comfortable, and as well as being very durable. I don't have any tears, pulls, or rips in it, and it's still holding up just fine after having this bag and rucking and beating the ever-loving hell out of this bag for several years. Okay, the price point. $345. Well, that's the same price as a regular GR1 26 liter, $345. And then if you wanted the 21 liter version, it's $335, both on the GORUCK site if you wanted to get one with the Molly, or on the Huckberry site if you wanted to get a slick front. The other difference too, slick front, you also don't have webbing on the shoulder straps, where if you had webbing, you have your Molly on your GR1, you also have the Molly on the shoulder straps. So we have naked shoulder straps and a slick front. So that is the two main differences between the regular Molly lined GR1 or the slick. Now this one, I believe, we do also have, yes, we also have this leather GR1 Huckberry patch, which is different than the regular GR1 patch. Now this one is a Vietnam bag, so it's going to say lifetime guarantee. So that is the standard patch that is normally in a GR1, except they don't make the Vietnam GR1s anymore. This is an old one. This is an old Vietnam-made GR1. So the new GR1s will have that same patch, but it'll say made in USA underneath it, where this bag is USA made, but because this is a collab bag, it doesn't have that made in USA or made in America. I don't remember offhand what it says on the bottom, because this has the leather patch with the Huckberry branding on it, because this is the collab bag. But this is in fact a made in USA bag. Tag does say GR1 USA 26 liter and stash pocket. I'd also like to add that the new GR1s also come with the stash pocket. So because you have the stash pocket, you do not have the water bladder port. So if you were going to ruck in this bag, you're going to have to do the zipper port, where you just kind of zip your bag up, and you're gonna have to leave a small gap in your zipper if you want to have the hydration port come out, because you do still have the hydration pouch in here. So you can either put a weight in here, or you can put your water bladder in here. So you can do that, or you can use the laptop sleeve to either put your weight in here or potentially your water bladder in here. So you have the pocket inside the bag where you can put a water bladder or a weight, and then you have your laptop sleeve where you can put a water bladder or a weight. Now I'm pretty sure GORUCK tells you not to put a weight in here because you can pop the zipper or you can crack the frame sheet, but I know a lot of people do use the laptop sleeve for the weight. They just cram it down in there and zip it up, and they said they have not had any problems with it. I have never rocked with my GR1. I rock with my 3.0, which is the whole reason I bought this bag, which is also why it's quite dirty and also covered with dog hair, because I've been leaving it on the floor by the back door so I can just throw it on my back when we go for a dog walk. But you can, I've not tried it, but I'm pretty sure you can stick at least a 30-pound weight into the laptop sleeve. I'm pretty sure that will fit if you cram it down and zip it in. Now, the 26 liter that we have here in this is a 21 liter. So they are different in size. The 26 liter is taller, so you probably have a larger laptop sleeve on the 26 liter, where you might be able to fit a larger weight as well as a larger laptop in there. But I do know from experience a 15-inch MacBook Pro fits no problem inside the 21 liter GR1. So I'm gonna go ahead and guess that my 16-inch MacBook Pro that I have for work will probably fit in here no problem. That will be part of my real user review test to see if it fits in here. So stay tuned, we will definitely test that out. But if we wanna go back inside the bag, we do have our rows of Molly across the back, so you still have a little bit of tactical application. You can use this for strapping any kind of pouches you want to put in here for organization. I usually stick a pen in there. I would also actually stick a pen sometimes in the outside webbing, but you can stick it in there. And then across the front of the bag, we still have our two pockets. We have our top smaller zipper pocket, And then we have our bottom larger zipper pocket with the mesh. And you will notice that the top zipper pull is Coyote, where the bottom zipper pull, as well as the two main zipper pulls, the front pocket zipper pull, the QA pocket zipper pull, and the laptop zipper pull are all black. But the top zip pocket on every GR1 or Rucker is Coyote. So on every bag, the rest of the zipper pulls all match the same color. This was the red and black. I dyed it, so the pulls were all red. Coyote. These were all navy, but I swapped them out to this teal when I bought the bag, just to kind of make it a little bit my own. But that top pocket always has a Coyote zipper pull on every GORUCK backpack. It's just something they do. I don't really know why. It's not that they need to really distinguish the inside pockets and colors so you know which one you're grabbing, because this one is much higher than the other, but it's just something they do. Every GR1, every Rucker, they all have a Coyote top zipper pocket pull. Okay, but the rest of the bag, it's very nice. I love 1000D. I will say I love my technical fabric bags. I do prefer EPX over VX, and I really like bags like the Alpha 31 and the TBB concealed bag that has like an X50 bag with the 500D Cordura face fabric. I really love that because my personal favorite, it always has and it always will be 1000D Cordura. I will say probably most of the bags that I own, certainly most of the bags that I still have in my lineup, although the collection is starting to grow again, so I did thin the herd every once in a while. The collection is starting to grow again, but I would say the most of them are 1000D Cordura nylon. I love 1000D. This is incredibly abrasion resistant. It is pretty water repellent as well. I did actually just get caught in a rainstorm yesterday with a completely different bag that was 500D, and I was in the rain for probably maybe like 2 hours almost. It started to rain really bad, and then it slowed up to like a light drizzle for a while, and then it started to pour again. And it wasn't until the very end, I think it was when we were walking from the last building out to the car, the parking lot, because we were parked pretty far back, my bag finally wetted out. But I was in the rain for a long time with my 500D bag, and everything inside wasn't soaked. It was just a little damp. I actually had a book that someone gave me that was still totally dry, but you know, even the Cordura nylon, the 500D and 1000D, it's pretty water resistant. So while I wouldn't want to be using this if I knew I was going to be stuck in a rainstorm for 2 to 3 or 4 hours, where I know eventually the material will wet out, I would want something more technical fabric or a rain cover for the bag. But it's very abrasion resistant, and it is actually quite water resistant for an extended period of time. So I love 1000D. Now the Slick, I personally, I don't mind a Molly bag. I carried this to work. I've carried plenty of bags that have, you know, rows of Molly. Like my BO gear bag, I think has 5 or 7 rows of Molly on it, where the GR1s have 3. A lot of people don't like that though, and it doesn't fit in everywhere. It does make the bag look a bit tactical. So the Slick is actually a bag that a lot of people gravitate towards because the GR1, it's a very simple, basic design, but you can fit a lot into these bags, which is one of the reasons I love GR1s. Is in several bags that have this basic shape, that's a basic clamshell, I say they punch above their weight class, because this is the 26 liter version, I have the 21 liter version. You can fit so much into them. It's almost like you're carrying like a 30 to 35 liter bag. If I'm carrying the 21 liter GR1, I can fit basically everything I fit in a 30 liter pack in there. If I'm carrying a 26 liter, this is again not my first 26 liter GR1, I have had a couple in the past. I can carry like 35 liters worth of backpack gear into this bag. The way it's laid out, the clamshell, you can fit a lot into it, which is why a lot of people gravitate towards the GR1, because it's a very simple basic bag, and for the most part they fit into a lot of scenarios. But sometimes that Molly webbing on the front makes the bag look a little tactical, and they don't fit into all of the office settings. So the Slicks are a very nice feature to have, because this bag now could fit just about anywhere. You're gonna not stand out in the crowd. It's not tactical looking. It still has all of the same features that are all of the GR1s, minus the webbing. It's gonna last you forever. It has the lifetime scars guarantee on it. So anything breaks or fails on this, you're gonna send it back in, they're gonna fix it or replace it. And that lifetime guarantee, it goes with the bag, not the person. So if I sell this bag, you know, next week, next year, 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, this still has the scars lifetime guarantee. It stays with the bag, not the buyer. So as long as GORUCK's around, they're gonna fix or replace it. So if they cannot fix it, if it's so far gone, they will basically replace it with the closest alternative to that bag that they currently have in production. So if they, for some reason, don't have black GR1 slicks at the time, they'll probably just give me a black GR1 because they do cost the exact same amount of money. Or they'll give me the current feature, which may have, you know, say a different backing on it, or maybe they're making them in 500D instead of 1000D at the time, so I get a 500D. But whatever they currently have in stock at the time, they will give you the closest replacement to that bag if they cannot fix it. But for the most part, they're probably going to be able to fix it, or you're not going to have a problem at all. I have had these two bags, dropped it, for years, and namely this Rucker 3.0. I ruck in this, I beat the shit out of this, and it's still fine. I do not need to send this in for scars warranty. It's a little dirty, but I could probably take this outside, hit it with the hose, and most of this dog hair is going to come off. This little bit, that's probably sweat from my shoes. I think I threw this on top of my shoes that I rucked in the last time I rucked, and they're a little sweaty because it's been very hot and very humid here. So that'll probably just come off, and this will look basically brand new. So I've not had to use a Scars lifetime warranty, but if you do, it goes with the bag, not the buyer. So it's the warranty is with the product. It's not with me. I buy another GR bag from someone else and I have an issue with it. A zipper breaks, a seam pops. I send it to Scars. I fill out the form on the website. I send it in. They're going to fix it. It doesn't cost me anything extra besides the shipping to get it there. But yeah, Scars lifetime warranty. So that's baked into that price. It's USA made. So you're paying for a USA made bag with a lifetime guarantee that follows the bag, not the buyer. And these things are basically bomb-proof. Again, I've beaten the ever-loving hell out of my Rucker 3.0, have not had anything bad happen to it besides it got sweaty and dirty, which I just either throw it in the tub or hose it off and it's completely fine. So that's why these things cost $345. I mean, the Heritage are $400 plus, and the Heritage are nice. They're wax canvas. That kit bag I just looked at, I loved it. It was amazing materials, great leather accents to it, awesome bag. But for the price point, I would say it is totally worth it. I have spent that before on other GR1s. I will say the only GR1 I currently have is my Made in Vietnam GR1 and my Made in Vietnam Rucker 3.0, and that's because I used the Rucker to ruck in. And I am not and was not a big fan of navy, but I really like this midnight navy GR1, and I really like the way the accents look with the that teal or that like surf green that I put on there. I really like that bag, so I just kind of kept it. In the past, I found the 26 liter. I thought they felt a little bit wide on me, but my last 26 liter GR1 I actually really liked, and I was using quite a bit. But when it rains, it pours. That was one of the bags that had to go in a big blowout fire sale I had, because it seems every couple of years 3 major appliances always go in my house in a row, and yeah, I had to let the last one go because I needed money to buy a new washer dryer. So I unfortunately got rid of my last 26 liter GR1 that I was really enjoying. So when I had the option to get the 21 or the 26, I definitely jumped at the 26 because I wanted to give this a try. I loved the Coyote 26 liter GR1 I had, which was also a Made in USA one. And I had to sell it because it was worth more than the Made in Vietnam bag, and I needed the money. But I digress. The bag itself, I have absolutely no doubt that this thing is going to hold up and serve me well, but we shall see, because I am going to filter into this bag very soon. I am about to wrap up the bag that I'm currently testing, and we're going to jump right in to the Huckberry exclusive GORUCK GR1 26 liter slick that I'm very excited to take a look at, because this bag, it's sexy, it's murdered out, so it's going to fit in just about any setting that you could possibly think in. So if you work in an office and you want a GR1, the Huckberry GR1 Slick is where you want to be. And yeah, we're going to be testing this thing out real soon, and I'm really excited to do so. So if you like this video or any other of my videos, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Smash that big red button and ring that bell right next to it so you get notifications next time I post a brand new video. Good night.